Hi everyone. So I'm going to demo right here how to make a private jet plane using our jet kit kit. And just to make it a little more fun, I'm going to make it a private jet plane for either very angry billionaires or for drug lord. So it's going to be a weaponized private jet plane. So I'm going to start with some of the elements that we have here. I'm going to use a symmetry. I'm going to be looking at this, the front view. Here my jet is flapping its wings. And I'm going to check the scale of the wings based on the proportions. I have some references I'm using here on the side, just to have a quick look, boom, just to see what the general proportions of jet plane are. Because design is all about proportions. That's something I really believe. I'm going to split those wings. Actually, I'm going to move them in first because I'm going to do a dynamesh, a quick dynamesh after this. So I'm just checking how the wings are integrating into the model. There we go. So that jet shape is actually something that you can find in the brushes. It's called private jet. Pretty self-explanatory. And I'm going to make sure that the wings are thick enough because we're going to do a dynamesh on it, and dynamesh has a tendency to destroy things a little too thin. So I'm going to make them a little thicker on purpose. But after that, I'll make sure that when I finish the design, they are smooth enough. But the dynamesh with smoothing is going to take care of it. So here we go. And then we're going to put maybe the back wing. Here we go for the elements. There you go. Oof, a little big. So I'm going to scale it. There you go. I'm going to rotate it, frame it, rotate it. I'm going to skew it just so that's a little cooler looking. There we go. Some more realistic too. I'm gonna accept this. Accept. There you go. That's some pretty good basic proportions. Then maybe I'm gonna add some kind of winglet. It's pretty cool. It's a little big. I'm going to scale them too, so they're a little thicker. Make them thicker just to make sure that once again the dynamesh functions properly with them. It's pretty cool. Back. Rotate them. I'm going to skew them as well, just so that they're a little more swept back. One of my friends one day made a joke about the fact that I like to use skew more than anything else. I don't know why. It just helps me to give some dynamic shapes to me more than any other modifiers. There you go. Remove. Okay. Maybe I can cut the little piece that's sticking out using the trim curve. I'm going to mirror and weld this probably. deformation, mirror, tree, mirror and weld. Here we go. For some reason it's changing the shape of the mirror and weld. Oh, because of the center. Okay, I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm going to split on this point. Split it on, I mean. There we go. Now I'm going to mirror and weld. Here we go. Let me see about that back wing. That looks like it's a little thin as well. So I'm going to look at this. Thickened it so that when we do the data mesh, it's not going to look too broken. Okay. Then I'm going to put a support for the exhausts. See if that works. That's cool. Use another shape. Here you go, that's what I was looking for. This is good. Can move it in. Not too much. I'm going to select an exhaust. The exhausts I'm not going to include in Dynamesh because I want them to be just down so that they don't blend and destroy their own shapes. Move this around. There we go. There we go. And that works pretty well. I'm going to split this. There we go. Now I'm going to take those little winglets. I'm going to merge them down. Okay. Let's see what we have. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, I'm going to do a Dynamesh. Probably pretty high resolution. Dynamesh. That's pretty good. I'm going to polish this so that we have a nice transition between all the elements. Looks perfect to me. Great. And then from there, we're going to weaponize the thing so it's a little more exciting. Actually, you know what? Just for fun, just for design's sake, before I do the Dynamesh, I'm going to add a few more details just so that the shape is a little more exciting. Let me see. Like I said, just to make it a little more exciting. I'm going to sink them in. This is a brush that I usually use in order to make cockpits for the same kit, actually. So it's kind of a cockpit brush. But here I'm going to use it just to make slightly more exciting dynamic shapes that may be attached to the jet. That's kind of maybe saying that there's different parts and stuff like that that are underneath the plane in those areas. This is really just for fun. So I'm going to go like I say for pretty high data mesh resolution. I'm going to polish it again Here we go. That's perfect. Love it. I'm going to save that. So now that I saved my file, I'm going to add just some elements in the back of the jet. Go back to my wings. Let's see which wings we have. This one. Go there. Move. Scale it down. Move it up. Something like that. I'm gonna split this. Deformation. Mirror. Symmetry. Mirror and weld. So here we go. Actually, I just noticed there was a problem. Mirror and weld. Here we go. That's perfect. So now, of course, as we mentioned before, we're going to need to add some weaponry to this. So let's go back to this origin. There. Take this. Use this. Move it up, scale it down, scale it more down, I'm working at a lower resolution than usual so to do this recording, so my UI is a little funky here, but it's okay, I'll make it work. So duplicate that, move it back, duplicate, move it back, move it back up. Okay, that works pretty well. Now we're going to need some weaponry. I'm going to mirror it instead of here we go, because I want it in the proper axis. I'm not really careful about scale or perfect aerodynamics, as you can tell, but that's okay. Let me mirror this. Center the pivot over there. Rotate the thing a little bit. So it looks less funky. Okay, I'm going to duplicate this. Duplicate it once more. Back. Okay, now that private jet is starting to feel a little more dangerous, for sure. Auto groups. I didn't split that group. Just trying to keep myself organized so I don't make a mess. Split hidden. There you go. Just so that's a little cleaner. So here. This is just irritating me a little bit, that lack of alignment, so I'm just going to fix this. There you go. It's going to make me feel a little better. Mirror this. There you go. Go back to the subtool. As you can see, I'm not hiding anything. You see all the mistakes I'm making, which is pretty typical when I work. This one. As you can see, those brushes, you can modify them, you know. The rockets are made in a way so that if you separate the groups, you can change the shape of the wings and things like that. So there's a lot of thought that was put into those. Maybe I'm going to put like a large gas tank, because if it's a drug lord's jet, maybe they have to cross around the Atlantic or something. Oh God, I'm not making the apology for that kind of stuff, by the way. It's more playing for now. Okay, so that looks pretty good. Let's see if I mirror this. And usually I have all those mirroring buttons for myself, but because of the resolution, once again, can't do that as much. I cannot take advantage of the proper user interface I usually have. So anyway, so this is looking pretty cool. Maybe now we're gonna start adding some details. some technical details so that it looks a little more techy, you know, and a little more sci-fi maybe. So I'm gonna go in there. I'm gonna add a few winglets for antennas and things like that, which are usually on the jets. Let's see. Okay. I don't want them too long. It's still long. Just gonna make them a little smaller. Okay. Maybe under the body. Try to find some good spots for them. It's totally wrong, but just to try to make it look cool. There we go, so that works great. And now let's play with the booleans. So we have this. This is our body. I'm going to make a folder. I'm going to create something to start the boolean work. And let's go into my the Boolean Dev Kit. That kit is already available, so if you want that kit, it's already online on our Gumroad channel. Let me see what I can use for details. That one always works great. I'm going to use that. Like Boolean. Here we go. So that's maybe just some kind of lookout when people want to shoot. Or just some techie details. Usually I use those details in order to make the surface a little more interesting, you know, and you can just copy what's already on real jets, you know, or create your own, you know, just it's really the kind of moment where you can really have a lot of fun. Can add some cut lines everywhere as well. Maybe those may be more under the belly, you know, where it feels more techy. Maybe more weaponry underneath. Gosh, I don't know why I do all this weapon stuff. Must feel very aggressive today or something. Maybe a door. Okay, perfect. Excellent. Some more tech details here and there, especially towards the nose. We have some radar cruisiness going on. I'm going to pre-group all this so that it's all under one group. Should we go a little more crazy with the weapons? Maybe we should. Maybe we should add a few more missiles, just for the heck of it. Maybe some smaller ones. Okay. Let's see where it goes. Maybe put them on the sides of the bigger ones. Doesn't make sense at all, but well, obviously we're just having fun here. Here we go. Let's see how that feels. Yeah, that feels a little more over the top caricatural. I could go crazier, but I'm just trying to have a little bit of fun here, nothing more. Maybe I should move them a little more back to make more sense. Not that any of this makes sense. There we go. Let's not go too crazy. Let's mirror this. There, that's enough. Let's go to the cut lines. Just so that we're feeling that there's more panels on this jet. Okay. That's working pretty well. Sorry, I get silent. Sculpt. Okay, I think we're good to go. I'm going to save this. And I'm going to create some kind of a front for the windows. The rest of the windows are blacked out just to be more cool. But I could make some windows, I guess. Yeah. So I'm going to go here. I'm going to do a slice mask. Maybe I'll just cut it. Slice curve. Okay. Maybe just slice lasso Slice circle. Here we go. Here we go. Perfect. I was trying to find the right tool for this. I got it. So I'm going to boolean that folder. Boolean folder. Okay. So let me see how my polygroups there. I didn't think I had my polygroups too well, so I'm going to redo this. Let's go back in there, and what I need to do is I need to hide this nose, one polygroup. Okay, so now we only have two polygroups, and then when I go there, I'm going to Control W so that all these booleans are one polygroup as well. So it's easy for me to select once I split my groups. I'm going to boolean this folder. Great. So now we're good. This looks cleaner. Okay. And from there, where are we? We have these. We can make as one polygroup as well. Boom. These guys. One polygroup as well. These guys. One polygroup as well, one polygroup, and that's just already one polygroup. Maybe what I need to do for those jets is do some kind of motif inside. I don't really have a brush that does that, but I'll find a way. So I'm going to new folder. I'm going to use something funky for now. Let's see if that works. Maybe something circular. It's really just something temporary. Doesn't really make sense for a jet engine, but we'll keep that for now. This is really for the sake of this demo, of course. Okay. Folder. Let me save this. Okay, so now we're kind of ready for export into Keyshot. First, I'm going to split those groups. Here we go. So now we have these as separate parts. I'm going to delete this. And I'm going to export this all the way to Keyshot. Render, external renderer, Keyshot, merge. I'm going to check that Keyshot is not paused. That's a previous jet that I had done. I say BPR. I should send everything I need over there. Back into Keyshot. here we go, our jet is here. I'm going to remove the depth of field for now, just so we have a better feel for this. I'm going to apply this material that comes with our files. Okay, put this material on other parts. Link these materials. Go. For this part, I'm going to use something reflective. Something darker, maybe. Let's see what happens. Something more reflective would be nice. Here you go, and see how that works. It's not bad. It seems to be a little darker, so I'm going to see if I can modify this. There you go. Works pretty well. And then go adjust the gamma again, so it's a little more menacing. Go to the material, see how that feels like. It's really a basic material that I'm throwing up there, but it's a nice material enough that you can have a good idea of the quality of your design overall. So here we go. That's it. That's basically, in a nutshell, how you can use the Boolean Dev Kit that we created to create your own jets. Here you go.